baby? What's up, baby? Welcome. Beautiful divine masculine and feminine darlings. This is the Seraphim Gem Gypsy, SeraFae Indigo Emerald Empress, and Shiloh Horizon. I don't know how long I'll be here. I guess I shouldn't say I won't be here for too long. I don't know. We'll see how long this takes. So we're done with that reading though. The live crashed. I went to reboot it after the battery was replugged, and usually it lets me go back in, but it didn't. So here we are on a new one. I'm not mad. It gave me a second too. I haven't eaten today, so I made a bowl of whoops. Hi. High protein rice, basically, that I made the other day. With a drug egg. Ooh, yummy. I bet that'll be good. Cheers. Pretty yummy. Let me speak up though. Very angry. They're so very angry. Blessings on blessings. Welcome.
Because you're talking about, like, what the fuck, dog? Like, I really do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really gotta live this, breathe this, be this. Prayed up to my days up. Blessings on blessings, like, yeah. I'm on a path. I'm in my God body, do the math, and I take a bath in the water. I know I am the daughter of the river of the moon, blessed by ocean, and bittersweet is coming soon. You can cop that shit on iTunes or P-Vice at noon. I'm focused. Everything will manifest because I wrote it. I'm hella sweet because I spoke it. Notice I am the sugar, honey, iced tea. You fake niggas is fructose, you high C. I'ma be a high priest. You can be a hype beast. Keep fighting yourself if you want to. I'ma keep it humble. He called me his bumble. Stay buzzing up my feed, calling me his queen bee. I'm like, chill, Lord, homie. I'm just trying to preach just the gospel. He like, boo, I got you. I know you a queen. I'm just trying to tune my chakras like. I be in the crib with my feet up. You be moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. Born out of sweetness, I be the sweetness. Since the infant man, I knew I was the shit. Great grandma died of Alzheimer's, but she she knew the kid. Only 2 years old, standing by her at the bed. First time meeting, but she reached out for my head. On my birthday, I died, but I came back from the dead. 4-pound baby, hella twos inside my head. Told him now I'm here to stay. Ain't know what I'm here to say. Many roads I have to pay. And my gift is that I'm brave. Don't you ever disrespect my God body. Whatever beef you got for you and God, it ain't about me. You a copy and I'm the OG. I stay low key to keep my blessings on me. You in the crib with my feet up. If we moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus. Going out of sleep, feel sweet. I be in the crib with my feet up. If we moving slow, need to speed up. I got holy powers like I'm Jesus.
So there's that. While I was rebooting the feed, and was clearing out that crypto energy, I heard this clairaudiently.
But we are in a sassy man apocalypse, so you know. The men going into their soft girl era, these niggas need to tighten the fuck up.
Raw ass bitch, he might get salmon up. Red bottles don't fit. I'm a hood Cinderella that he put up in the breeze. It's a broke man touch, making me sick. If it went, I don't mean to judge of a first impression. Or his part-time job at 7-Eleven, but he a broke ass pest. Asking 21 questions, better ask on his body, bad bitch repellent. And he got bad credit.
Bad bitch repellent.
And he got foot fat. When he swiped his card, they protected. All the real bitches get it. DNR, but he trying paramedic. Flatline, just get it. There ain't no coming back when you get it. All the real bitches get it. He gave me the.
He gave me the ick. Lady Boner gone.
Lady Boner gone. He tried.
He gave me the ew. Lady Boner gone.
He tried humping me in her feel like the dog.
I heard that. This masculine energy laughing hysterically. Did you just say Lady Boner gone? You heard me right. Gone.
And he whispered in my ear, did I get off? Then he finished, turned over and called his
Turned over and called his mom. Ick. That last line is not so much the issue as far as the other issues go, but good grief. It's just behavior. It's just the energy. Somebody says, and you haven't seen this person in years. I haven't spoken to this person in multiple years. I haven't seen this person in closer to 10. So how many years has it been since the communication? A couple. And the last time I did speak to him, I unblocked him for 5 minutes to tell him to stay out of my energy and quit doing spell work. Because he does. He calls himself a warlock, and he showed me his grimoire, which is like a masculine version of saying a book of spells or something. I'm like, dude, you're a bitch. Stay away from me. I heard you don't know me The only thing that's popping up is a Jax Jones song. We're going to try that. Because I heard it earlier, so I looked it up. I heard that. I'm so sorry they're doing that. They've done that. I really appreciate that. I don't want you to feel bad. I'm just ready to go. I don't want to be here around these people anymore. I'm ready to go. I just can't leave my daughter here, and they knew that, which is why they used her as a hostage piece of leverage. Let's see. You don't know me? Don't act like you know me. I've never heard this before, but I heard the title clairaudiently, so I pulled it up. This is so funny already. Perfect. I am not your homie, not your homie. Don't act like you know me. I am not your homie. Well, there it is. I've never heard it. Oh, and she's wearing a little ballerina tutu. Yeah, I can get down with that. Don't act like you know me, like you know me. You don't know me. Yeah. Time is money, so don't fuck with mine. Seeing out with my girls. Well, I appreciate that too. Also, yeah, he's like in the closet. I always knew. Like, I knew he was like bisexual or something. He didn't know I knew that. I figured it out. I was just waiting for him to come to tell me, but never did. He played games and chose polygamy instead, and then got mad when I wouldn't join. Pretty much. There's more to it than that, but yeah, it's the consensus. Give or take a few. Can you imagine? Couldn't be me. Good time. Step back with your chit chat, calling my vibe. Still can't get too much of a good thing. Swapping dressed up in the finest things. Well, please hold your tongue, don't say a damn thing. See your iPhone camera flashing. Please step back, it's my style, you're cramping. You here for long, oh no, I'm just passing. Do you wanna drink? Nah, thanks for asking. Ooh, don't act like you know me, like you know me. Don't act like you know me. I am not your homie, not your homie. I am not your homie, ho. Yeah, I'm ready to go. But that task list that I keep mentioning, that's why I'm working on it. The end result and the outcome is her home. And we're leaving. I'm not looking back. Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. Didn't you know? There's a biblical reference. Jesus said that any town that recommitted the sins of Sodom would suffer a far worse fate than Sodom. And the sins of Sodom were the abuse of women and children. For starters. I was also picking up the widow's mite again today. And I think that's pretty telling, because Sodom, according to the biblical narrative, was turned into a pillar of salt, like a just big rock of salt, where nothing would grow and nothing could live because it was too salty. But in the place where the Bible is said to have held Sodom and Gomorrah, wouldn't you know, it's in the exact spot on the globe as the Dead Sea, where nothing will grow and nothing could live because it was too salty. Until, also as biblically prophesized, very recently, like within just the last couple of years, something has been happening where the saline levels, the saltwater levels, the salt levels, period, are finally dropping. So small little creatures like little fish minnows started to show up in these waters for the first time in minimally thousands of years, because beforehand it was too salty. And even under the water, bits of vegetation like sea kelp kind of stuff started to grow for the first time in eons, because as biblically prophesized, the saline levels are dropping. It's taken a long time though. Patience. It's one of the first virtues. I find that, to be clear, picking up a download, sometimes you're not called to be patient, sometimes you're called to make a move. Divine Masculine, I'm picking that up. But these people tend to think that if they haven't seen some kind of karmic backlash immediately, then there will be none. No, baby. Patience. Sometimes the universe will let you do what you think you're going to do before doling out some kind of consequence. It's like it wants to see how far you were willing to push it, to know just how far it should snap back right in your face. In other cases, it's hoping that, right, they wanted to blindside people, try to manipulate and trap people. Well, the universe returns the favor just when they think they've gotten away with it. Or, as part of their karma, when they know their karma's coming, they just constantly walk around on eggshells, which is precisely where they wanted us. It's part of their karma. Let's do this one. I heard this morning, clairaudiently.
Choose to get in there.
Holding the bowl. Choose to get in there. Oh, it's a dad. Oh, it's a surfing commercial. A dad with a baby on a surfboard. What did I tell you about riding those waves versus knowing when to dive and dip? Somebody's asking why. Well, like I said, it's better to swim underneath a massive wave that is not rideable, not safe to ride, than to be pummeled by the rip curl of it. And then have to come up choking for air, just gagging out seawater. But it's about learning how to move with Mother Nature and learning how to read the waves so you can ride them or know when to respect them and dive deep. I hear you also have to be mindful about sharks. Yes, indeed. Metaphorically or otherwise.
Think I don't need a watch to tell the time. Think I don't need the sun to help me shine. Think I don't need a girl to be alright.
I got a trick for you.
I didn't know.
Poof, disappeared.
On my feet, that I didn't need a bed to fall asleep. That I didn't need love to be complete. Yes, I didn't know that I just got this crazy feeling. I've been making someone wait for me. For me. You're all I think about when I'm awake. Part of every night and every day. And everything's a mess in your way. Now I know all of this is getting really old. I'm having trouble sleeping on my own, feeling like a house but not a home. I want you to know that I just got this crazy feeling. I've been making someone wait for me. For me. Guess I need a watch to tell the time. Guess I need the sun to help me shine. And I really need you in my life. Now I know that you give me this crazy feeling. And you won't have to wait no more for me. For me. And I just got this crazy feeling. I've been making someone wait for me.
I heard that one too. Careful, babe. Okay, now that a crypto energy coming up actually makes more sense, because just before I came here to do this live feed, I kept hearing another song. There were a few of them, and because of the energy, I dismissed them. I just didn't even want to deal with it or touch on it. Like, I'm a channeler, and so if it comes up, a part of my job is to speak it, even though and when I don't like the energies. And so this has been one of those. I did dismiss most of them. I did pull this one up. I listened to the call. It's a pretty song. It's called I Hope It All Works Out by Mark Ambor. Heard that. You didn't eat very much. Did you finish? No. I'm kind of full. Give me a second. I have this bowl in my hand still. Please and thank you. Here's the thing, though. Because I already am picking up, it's a divine masculine energy. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm not going to push you. No, because if I try to force it, then I will make myself sick. And that's counterproductive. Can't really eat when you're puking, can you?
Thought our love would last a lifetime, just that hopeful kind of kid. Though the tears drowned out the flame, I still think about your lips. You seem like the kind of girl that I might always miss. I would drive across the country if you would tell me that you want me.
I would drive across the country if you tell me that you want me. And also the song, okay? Where am I? What state am I in currently? I still see us up in Maine. He says, your hair dancing in the wind. Beach house. What's up? Is it an artist?
I still see us up in Maine, your hair dancing with the wind.
I still see us up in Maine, your hair dancing with
hopeful kind of kid.
Thought our love would last a lifetime, just that hopeful kind of kid. But this is the thing, I met him when I knew him when I was 18. And so because we had this very unconditional bond, he thought that he could treat me however he wanted because we had been in each other's lives for so long, over a decade, that he could treat me however he wanted or full out neglect the connection, not even just be abusive, but neglect it. And that I would always either be there or it would be repairable or what have you. No, it's not always the case. Sometimes when you do too much, that's it.
The tears drowned out the flame. Still.
And the tears drowned out the flame. Right, well, when you start causing problems to the point that it causes pain, then yeah, it can absolutely override any love that was there. Because love is supposed to heal, not cause damage and trauma or wounding or sprinkle salt in the ones that were there. You're supposed to help heal each other's wounds, not create them or exacerbate them. And he's still stalking you. I know. You know why? Because he hates the choices that he made. He hates the lifestyle he pretended to flaunt for social media clout. He wishes he could go back and change his choices and history. And I'm never coming back. And he knows he'll never be able to replace me. And part of his karma is that he will never be able to replace me. And in some cases, when people go through situations like this, part of their karma is that they will forever look for the person they messed over in other people. And he did, right? The people that he tried to play competition with or whatever the situation, they were just copycats. They noticed that he had genuine, authentic attraction to me. And so they started trying to, like you've seen me call the copycats out here for, the ones online, they started trying to do that. Like dress themselves up or cloak themselves as me. Or at one point, he even tried to get one of his exes to, like, we weren't together, but he was dating somebody else. He went and he tried to get them to start hula hooping. He wanted them to be a hula hooper. Not only did he try to look for me in other people, he tried to turn them into me, and it still didn't work. That's why he's obsessed with me, because after all of that, he still failed. I'm not coming back, and he couldn't replace me or make he thought he was a warlock. He thought that he could snatch my divine inheritance and my crown and my throne and give it to a karmic. I heard build a bitch. He thought he could make a karmic a divine feminine. No, she did not become a divine feminine, but he's no longer a divine masculine either. He became a karmic with her when he chose that. He downgraded, he descended, and he's not coming back up. Give or take a few words and points. I left out some things, but that's the general consensus. Or less. And I know that. Here's another one. I think it's the dumbest thing. When you have a girl who's already genuinely attracted to you, who genuinely cares about you, and you try to play games and be Mr. Nonchalant, or like try to put her in competition with other people because you think it will create some kind of competition and make her jealous, or make her want you more, and so she'll fight for you more so that you feel valuable. Bitch, she already cared about you. That behavior made her not even like you, so you lost out. That's the dumbest thing. So he tried to make you like him by being mean to you, thinking it would make you like him more, even though you already liked him. Yeah. All he had to do was reciprocate my love, and this wouldn't be a topic. he had the opportunity to marry me, and if he had stayed in alignment and gotten more clear alignment, we would have already been married with kids right now. 18 years old. He thought I'd always be around, or I would always come back, or he could always come back in. He did this thing too where he would like not full out, sometimes he would just dip, like leave it on like try to create a situation where there was no closure, or leave conversations hanging or something, so that basically to try to keep his foot in the door. No. See, people like that fail to acknowledge that when you deal with people like me, or anybody who's emotionally evolved and elevated, that behavior is not going to make me feel like I don't have closure and be so desperate I let you back in just to... No. That level of disrespect and your choice to do that, your decision to do that, the fact that you thought that that was appropriate to do in the first place, baby, I don't need to hear anything you have to say. Your actions spoke a lot louder. That's closure enough for me. Toodles, stay gone. Stay off my social media. Cameron and co. Because that psycho, I've been picking that up for the last couple days too. The mailbox dropper, she's been all up and down my grill, energetically speaking, probably stalking my socials. In fact, I'm sure. I'm not interested in any of them. I'm ready to go, and I'm taking my daughter with me. I'm still wrestling with the words. I know. Because he felt like he'd be able to come back and have a conversation. And so he feels like there are things left unsaid. He doesn't have closure. And I won't give him the shot. I won't give him the opportunity to even speak to me anymore. And so a few years ago, I messaged him. I did unblock him on Instagram for 5 minutes to tell him to stop clocking my socials because of stuff like this. And then I immediately blocked him again. I wanted nothing to do with him. It genuinely was to say, stop. Stop with the spells. Stay out of my energy. He also does this thing, and he's been doing it for years. Anytime there has been, it's like the story of Sarah and Tobias. Anytime that there was a potential divine masculine, because he forfeited his spot, he's been throwing spell work at them to either try to create obstacles. Like he was very lust based, so he wants like divine masculines to be lusty and go towards Jezebels, or he wants there to be confusion or lack of communication, or fights between them, or he wants either one or either of them to feel like, I hear unrequited love, like there's not actually a connection or chemistry when there is. And really what it is him trying to create a blocker, him trying to create interference because he's jealous. And he also, I've been picking it up, he still sits there and does fucking sex magic over me, and it's disgusting. It's kind of like an attempt at a love spell. No. So I believe that you can use like sex or an orgasm to manifest, and I mean, it's tapping into root chakra energy. So, but what this is like a non-consensual thing. Let's say he'll sit there and look at my pictures or something and like jerk off, but it's not even like, some people do that and they have no clue about sex magic or anything, right? He is cognizant of this. He actually has spoken to me out loud about sex magic before. He's shown me his spell book, etc. Like this is not speculation. He even told me that he did a familiar spell on his dog, who he named after a satanic worshiper. So anyway, but the concept of this is, yeah, I heard power. So it's power and control. Yeah. Let's say that he doesn't want, it's energy harvesting. He doesn't want me to connect with somebody else, so he'll sit there and fantasize about me, hoping to project his energy out at me and like push other people's energy out of the space, or hoping that any real divine masculine energy that is, and it's not just me, but I'll just use myself as an example. Collectively speaking, meaning not just me. This is a wide topic. Basically trying to throw his sexual energy in a divine feminine's direction, hoping that a divine masculine picks it up and is either turned off by it or thinks that like she's not available because this other person's trying to put their energy. But you know, I've been picking up this divine masculine all week actually, and he's aware of this. He might not have been aware of exactly what energies were what before, but as they've come up, I've called them out over the weeks. And when I started noticing this pattern come up this last week, I picked up a divine masculine speaking on it, and he was saying how he also noticed it and picked up, he knew where it was coming from. And so yes, people do believe this. To answer your question, he does. But another thing is, it goes back into the energy harvesting. Let's say that he's sitting there jerking it or something and wanting me to pick up that frequency, basically trying to send out sexual energy so that it's reciprocated. Like sending out arousal energy to divine feminine unsolicited, hoping that she feels it and then she goes and handles her business, right? Which would be like, if they were physically in the same room together, that would be like him going and like touching her and whatever, and then her reciprocating. And so imagine him fantasizing about jumping her bones while he's beating it, and then all of a sudden she gets a little tingle in her root chakra and she goes and does her thing. Energetically, that's like him trying to have sex with her and her responding, but it's like he doesn't want her to know. Yeah, I heard that. So he's trying to take her power. Yeah, he's trying to take her power without her awareness or consent at that. But it's to try to force his energy into her space. So it's spiritual rape, in other words. Thank you. Or him trying to force his energy into her space so he can bully a divine masculine out, or make her feel isolated, or make other masculine feel like she's unavailable. He's trying to create a disconnect, or put his foot in the door, kick his foot in the door so he can try to come back through or something. In some cases, it's just about using her as an energetic supply. Well, fine, if you won't let me have you, then, well, you won't let me do what I want to you, and so you're my enemy now. I'm just going to take what I want from you. In some cases, because like I said, he plays with spell work, he knew full well that some of these karmic females, they're in a little cult together. He knew full well that some of these karmic females were doing spell work, because since I wouldn't go join their little polygamous shithole, he did it with them. Because they were all trying to harvest off of me. I've got the juice.
Close my eyes and see your face, 'cause these songs are all for you. Oh, I thought you'd be here with me, be a part of this old dream. Told me to enjoy the journey, now it's just a lonely street. I would travel across the country if you would tell me that you want me.
close my eyes and see your face. Yeah. I mean, like, in some cases, yeah. They want you to feel it and pick up on it and respond. In other cases, no. It's not about that. It's just about the energy harvesting. It's not even about the feminine responding, even if she doesn't. It's like these people sitting there. It could be like a karmic female and a karmic male, like sleeping together, but they do a spell on divine feminine to mess with her or harvest her energy, and they think if they sit there and focus on that desire, like taking from the divine feminine while they have sex with each other, then basically they can use her energy to boost themselves up. It's thievery. And he went back and forth between the motives and the types and the styles. Some days he hated me because I wouldn't deal with him or be with him. And then other days he couldn't stop fixating and obsessing. And really it was both either way. Like even that upset that he projected out, it was because I wouldn't tolerate his toxicity. I wouldn't deal with him. So either way, it's a I want you. And then some days it's a, but I'm mad at you that you don't reciprocate anymore. It's just energy vampirism.
Cause these songs are all for you. Oh, I thought you'd be with me. Be a part of this old dream. Told me to enjoy the journey. Now it's just a lonely street. I would drive across the country if you would tell me that you want me. 'Cause I'm still wrestling with the words. Came so easy out your mouth when you looked at me.
Still wrestling with the words that came so easy out your mouth when you looked at me and said, I hope it all works out. And you know what the funniest thing is too? Like he's been chasing me this way. But before he went to, because we were together. We were house sitting at his parents' house for his dog. Like we were spending time together. We showered together. We slept in the same bed together. Like, not for a night. Like, since I was 18, we spent like pretty much as much time until we had to separate. I had to go work or do something and he had to go work. Like, we'd spend days at a time together, like whole weekends, and would specifically plan to reconnect every time we could. Like every weekend that we could. And then when he went to go, basically, I didn't know this, but I guess he was trying to do a toss up between me, and it makes more sense now. The person putting letters in my mailbox, mind you, this was like 8+ years ago or something. It's closer to a decade ago now. Okay. We spent some time together another weekend, and then he had decided, I guess, without telling me, that he was going to go dabble around with this karmic. And he looked at me, and I'll never forget it. And he said, "You're a catch." That was almost 10 years ago. And then he went to run around with a karmic. A couple of them, in fact. Those failed. And he wanted to come back to me. And that's the thing. He did that type of cycle a few times, and every time those connections where he tried to turn people into me or was looking for a piece of me in those other people, they would fuck him up because they were karmic Jezebels pretending to copy a part of me. And guess who he would come to for healing every single time? Not anymore. And that's why he's upset. Because he's fucked now. I'm not replaceable. I am not replaceable. And I say that in the most humble of ways.
And I hope it all works out.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I guess technically his, hey, you're a catch was his way of saying, okay, I'm going to go run around with the karmic now until I'm done and I'm ready to come back and I need your love. And those are also the karmics who've been upset and targeting me because they're not me. He couldn't replace me with them. They're mad that they can't be me. He's not interested in them. He's still fixated on me. I don't want any of them. Bye. Oh, thank you. I do use music a lot. I'm a music medium. If it resonates, probably means that you have dealt with energy vampirism in one form or another. So I'm sorry to hear that. If that resonates, no bueno, but there are solutions. Wishing happy healing. Boundaries. Boundaries are good. I still find it to be true. It's something I regret. It's something I regret. Like, I couldn't replace you. I regret trying to ruin your life by playing games with mine. Yeah, I bet.
I always want the things in life that I can never get. Now the days are filled with guilt, sends chills along my back.
I always want the things in life that I can never get. So always chasing something, always looking for the greener grass, failing to acknowledge that it is greener where you water it. I'm not a snack. I am a garden. Nourish me, water me, and I will nourish you forever. Well, right. The real divine masculine has been coming through. The upright divine masculine energy lately saying, I'm not like him. I'm not like them. I will make flowers bloom in you where others let them die. And that's, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I know why I heard this song and was called to pull it up in the beginning before I started this live feed. I didn't want to because I didn't want to touch on this energy, but he stalked me so much it forced its way up into the commercials. That military ad again. Now I get it. Now all the days are filled with guilt. I bet. It sends chills along my back, he says.
Never get. Now the days are filled with guilt, sends chills along my back. You might fall along the wayside, be a person of my past. I would drive across the country if you would tell me that you want me.
I would drive across the country if you tell me that you want me. I still see us up in Maine, your hair dancing in the with the wind. Yeah, well. And that's the thing. I think in some cases when he was doing that, going back and forth between these karmics, I think he wanted, I know he did. I didn't realize it at first. The first couple times he did this, I didn't realize. He wanted me to chase him. And I didn't. I had so much genuine, unconditional love for him. I'm like, okay, well, as much as it broke my heart, I'm like, if you don't want me, then that's, I hope you're I genuinely wanted him to be happy. And that's love. When you want, even if it's not with you, even if you love somebody and you want to be with them. I don't even like him anymore, but I got a song for that too. When you want them to be happy with someone else, if they're not happy with you, even if you love them and you want them to be with you, that's love, dude. When you love somebody and you would rather them be happy with someone else than be miserable with you, that's love. I genuinely cared for him and he played games. No, I really, because he kept doing this. I realized the last time what he was doing and that it wasn't like, oh, he's confused or he's trying to figure things out. No, he was playing games. I just didn't realize it. And when I realized it, well, I didn't give him the chance anymore. he thought that there would be chances because I gave him the benefit of the doubt so many times. And it wasn't just one karmic he did this with. He did this a few times with a few different ones. I told you that polygamous crap. Why are you still stalking me? You are the problem. I picked up that he was crying the other day too. He's been playing around in my energy. Sometimes he's mad. Sometimes he's bawling. Depressed. Here's in this line, there's a reference also. My 24th birthday. All I wanted for my 24th birthday was to spend time with him, and he blew me off. He hasn't gotten the chance to spend another birthday with me since that point. A few years ago, he had the opportunity to bridge the gap, but it was like a split path. Are you going to elevate towards this divine masculine path, or are you going to play games again and go down the karmic path? And he didn't choose right. There is no chance. That was the final straw. That's it. Contract over. And I can tell you where he and I shared past life incarnations too. I know all about where this comes from. I'm psychic. They're just not very smart. Yeah, so we cheated multiple times? Yes, with multiple different people. And played the whiplash non-committal. Yeah, he was playing games. But the very last time he did this, over the last number of years, I realized what he was doing. It was the same pattern and the same cycle. But I also had tapped into my spiritual gifts too at this point. So I realized he wanted me to chase him. And because it was the same pattern, I realized that that's what he wanted the whole time. What was that line? I'm still wrestling with the way that the words that rolled out of your mouth. Something about how easy you said, I hope it all works out. And I did, right? He was like, oh, I'm going to go, run around and do this over here. You're a catch. He wanted me to chase him. And I gracefully bowed out instead. If you want to be with somebody else, I'm not going to bug you or beg you or chase you or demand that you be with me. I'm like, go, do what makes you happy, I guess. First of all. Second of all, oh, now I know why I heard this song. That makes more sense now. She'll speak for me. Let me just say this one thing. Real women, grown women, we don't try to change a man, okay? We simply change directions. Elevation. Illusion of ego, call it whatever you like. I'm on my own vibe. Watering seeds from the tears that I cried. I'm making fans of my critics. Fans of my critics. Castles I built in my mind took some alone time. Put my phone on airplane mode. I'm flying so high. I gotta ride with my psyche. I wake up like I don't chase it. I try to reverse it. Got my back. Me must be my energy. I said it's a fact. Everything I want, I have. Me must be my energy. So I realized this was a pattern, and I realized that because he wanted me to chase him in the same pattern this time, that's what he wanted those other times too. And I didn't. Just let him be. So 2 things. I didn't chase him, And before, because I hadn't realized he was playing games like that, and I genuinely thought he might be confused, I need some whatever space, I was honoring that space. He expected me to let him come back. He expected to be able to play that same pattern out because he had before. I don't know why he expected me to chase him. I never had before. And he expected to be able to come back. But that final time, I realized what it was. It was a game. You can't even be honest about your feelings and what have you, then I'm not interested. And so at that point, it wasn't I have love for him, and he's, he wants to go elsewhere or whatever, or he's confused. I need to benefit of the doubt. It was this motherfucker is trying to be manipulative. And so all of a sudden, my feelings changed because so did the dynamic, or at least my perception of it. It's not the same situation anymore. And also, I'm not 18.
I'm like a sleepwalker living my daydream. Don't wake me up from my life. Not scared of vampires. They can't suck me dry when I'm so damn alive. 2020, got perfect vision like visionary. God is
Visionary.
your luck is a lady and karma's a bitch on my side.
So there's that one. Yep. It is. It's a very selfish thing. Sorry to hear that, Ray. That's yucky. Funny energy. Felt that in the crown chakra. Thank you. Oh, they're so mad. It's not even mad I'm picking up. It's like, what is that? They scared? Spooked. Spooky bitch! How do you always know? Because I'm psychic. I'm not making it up. Trust me, I'm a logical person. I ran away from everything that I do because as a rational, logical person, I mean, I knew ghosts were real, but other than that, no. Yeah, no. God didn't make sense to me as a rational, logical Gemini. Okay? Spirituality? Yeah, no. The Bible? Yeah, no, horse shit. Is what I would have told you about a decade ago. God has a way of showing one things. So for all these copycats, these karmic copycats trying to chase me and, copy me because they think it's cool or they think it's lucrative or whatever, you failed again. Because what you're chasing for clout and credibility, I ran away from. God chased me. You're chasing me to try to become me. To try to claim something you don't even understand. But God chased me because it's my purpose. It's not your purpose. God is not calling you to chase me and copy me. You know why God chose me? Because I was logical and rational and humble enough not to do that shit. And have the ethics and self-control to know better. Heavy is the head that carries the crown. Moving on. I didn't choose this life. God chose me. They chose to try to copy me, but God didn't choose them. Also, anybody can pick up a deck of cards. Not everybody's a reader. Another thing is, many are called. Okay? Very few are chosen. And plenty more try to show up and jump on the bandwagon who weren't called or chosen. It's not a fad. It's a way of living. It's an honest truth. And these people are so out of touch, they wouldn't know it if it smacked them upside the face. And didn't when it did. Karmic says, you're a bitch. It's Mrs. That bitch to you. Moving on. Karmic is so mad. You're so arrogant. No, I'm confident. There's a difference. But I know what I'm talking about. And I can see that you don't. You wouldn't be running your gob otherwise. Get bent. Yeah. All right, moving on. I'd rather shift the energies. Heard that. There's a karmic after being put on blast who will not be trying me and will not be coming back again. This is why I speak and I whistleblow. As much as it's sometimes a tedious, obnoxious task to have to do. And while some of them continue to combat or kept coming back or tried to recruit new people, plenty of them fall away. And this is the thing that the ones who keep coming back either don't see, or even just like passerby viewers, they don't necessarily see, oh, she's just talking about this and that. And like maybe some of them don't learn their lesson, but some of them do. Okay. Plenty of the ones that I'm calling out, even if I've had to keep repeating the same stuff because cycles of them just keep coming up, plenty of them fall away and don't come back after I speak it, even if some of them are stupid enough to the point where they don't learn the lesson, or stubborn enough to the fact that they don't care. Plenty of them do. And even if it takes a while, they always get it eventually, or God forces them in a corner and makes them sit down, whether they want to or not. So that's what's playing out. I hear that. That's a good one. Who is that? Vindicated. I am selfish, I am wrong. Yeah, you are. I am right, I swear I'm right. I swear I knew it all along. And I am flawed, but I am cleaning up so well. And I am seeing in me now the things you swore you saw yourself. Dashboard, heard, thank you. Vindicated. Dashboard. Okay.
My God says he.
You shouldn't need to ask that question, and if you do, you probably shouldn't be here. The answer is yes, Diddy did do it. Don't even make a joke about that. I will drop a karmic hammer on your head so fucking fast.
I always forgive you for making everything so hard. Yeah. Like my 24th birthday, you made me cry all the way home. I think that's when we started falling apart.
I heard that, right? And after all that shit and all those cycles, she still gave you another chance. Yeah? And he chose to play the cycle back out instead of evolve and be better. So never again.
It's myself, I can make this right, but it turns out you're just a waste of time. Roll your eyes and I realize I don't even like you anymore. I don't know what the fuck I'm crying for. Can't remember how I felt before the things you put me through. I know that I don't love you, cause I don't even like you anymore.
Know that I don't love you, cause I don't even like you anymore. Bye. I heard that. She really does have a song for everything. Yeah, and if there isn't one, I'll make it. My OGs have seen that plenty of times. In fact, most of my songs that were made up, they were when they had false flagged my other account into being terminated. Those were on that account.
I'll stay friends with your sister. God knows that I'll miss her, but I'll never talk to you again.
Oh, hey, heads up. I picked up another channel today, and there is a like karmic ex of a divine masculine, like karmic female. Crazy. She wants him back, or she's obsessed with his life, or trying to figure out who he's with, or who he wants to be with, or who he's going to be with. And there's something about a sister I've been picking up, and there's a toxic sister. In some cases, it's possibly like a mom or a cousin, or maybe a combination of them, but there's a sister energy. And I was picking today up that there is this karmic sister of this divine masculine, and she's still going behind his back and talking to this karmic. I heard feeding information. There's something about emotional incest as well. Sometimes toxic family members of either a divine masculine or feminine, it's not even about money. Sometimes it is. If somebody's a provider for the family, they don't want that person to be with another person because they feel like if that person that gives them money gets married, then either they won't get money anymore or they won't get as much, or even both. Maybe it's that the wife sees how toxic that this person is and they get cut off or something. They're concerned about it. But in other cases, it's not about money at all. It's about the energy, the time, the affection that they get or they were getting from that divine masculine. And they feel like if he has a wife, then he won't spend as much time with them, or he won't want to spend as much time with them. Or if he gets a wife that is healthy and that he loves, then maybe the wife, once again, will see that they're toxic, and then so will he, and that they will be cut off. And this, so it sounds like what it is, whether it's financially or otherwise, especially emotionally and mentally, this is a narcissistic, they're using him as a narcissistic supply. And the sister going behind his back with an ex and what have you, especially a toxic ex it was a toxic situation I'm picking up on in this case, for the most part, if not entirely. Right, I heard like, why would you go, wouldn't you support your brother, right? Then, and not the person who was not nice to them. And you'd think, but this is not a nice sister either. It's not a good family member. This is somebody who's selfish and has ulterior motive. Like, they don't want their brother to be happy as long as they're happy. Doesn't matter if having this beautiful divine feminine or this divine relationship is not only God blessed, but what would make him most happy, as long as they get what they want, which is him to be alone or him to keep feeding. And maybe that's what it is. If he feels lonely, then he spends time with them. And so they're concerned that if he's happy with his wife, then he won't want to spend time with them. Well, look at what you're doing. Can you blame him? You're an asshole. shitholes. That's what I'm picking up. I wouldn't want to be around people like that.
No. Hope you find somebody who treats you like you treated me.
Hope you find somebody who treats you like you treated me. Well, the good news is that the people he wanted to go play around with, yeah, they treated him not only like he treated me, in some cases they treated him worse. You know why? Because he had the choice to, this is a person who feels like he has to learn things the hard way through experience. I warned him about all this. I said, you have two paths. I laid it out and he chose the wrong path. He had an open book test and he still failed it. Yeah. Bro had a psychic in his back pocket and he still fumbled. I'm not your homie. Or anything else for that matter. Anyway, hold on. And so this is, it's not just about me. It's a collective channel. When you're dealing with a situation like this, learning lesson. Let's say you're a good person and you would never treat these people the way that they've been treating you or me. And then they leave, or you leave them because you can't deal with the toxicity anymore, nor should you. And they end up with somebody who's just as bad as they are or worse. Yes, it's their karma. But it's also their lesson. They learn when they deal with toxic people like them. They try to replace us, right? And they try to replace us with a toxic person. Just because a toxic person tries to dress like us, walk or talk like us, does not mean that they're us. They do things that we would never do. They don't do things that we always do, that you count on us doing. Like being good and honest people, for example. But this is also, yes, it's their lesson and their karma. Karma not being a punishment, it does often feel like that. Karma is really just a lesson. But when you're being a shitty person and your karma comes back or your lesson comes back, it usually returns your energy. That's what it happens, even amplified. And so your lesson is, hey, you did these things to people, you made people feel like this, and so I'm going to show you exactly what you did and how you made them feel. Now, it does suck. It does suck when the universe starts treating them the way that they treated us. Because it sucked to be treated like that when they chose to be shitbags. So it's not fun for them when they get their energy returned at all, let alone amplified. But it is their karma. And when they end up with these people who treat them like they treated us or worse, part of their lesson and the necessity in that is because we wouldn't have treated them like that. We don't have it in us to treat people as poorly as they treat us. And if they never are treated the way that they've been treating other people, then how are they going to learn and understand? We don't have it in us to be shitty like them. We don't have it in us to treat them the way the karmics are going to treat them. But they treated us like that, so they needed to learn it, didn't they? We didn't have it in us. They had to learn that lesson elsewhere. Those are just not our people. Elevate. We deserve better. So I claim it.
Treating me so you can see why I don't wish you the best. Convince myself I can make this right, but it turns out good. It's a waste of time. Roll your eyes and I realize I don't even like you anymore. I don't know what the fuck I'm crying for. Can't remember what I felt before. The things you put me through. I know that I don't love you 'cause I don't even love you.
I need to go change my clothes. I heard this song too.
She's a little complicated. She'll make a mind up just to change it. The kind of girl that keeps you waiting around. She likes to get her toes done bright red. She's always reapplying lipstick. The money river bank, she's the first in, and the last down. She's got something I can't figure out that everybody's talking about. She got the blue jeans painted on tight that everybody wants on a Saturday night. She got the mood ring, she never the same. Sun 1 minute and she pouring down rain. She do whatever she wants to when she moves and the jungle jumping. Do I don't wanna stop. I want whatever she's got. Yeah, I want whatever she's got. Tell you man before you thought it, what you thought your plan was parking, to figure out where your heart is, so twist it up. Have you spending every weekend, and every penny you've been keeping, just to figure out what she's thinking, and you're thinking it's love. Cause she got the blue jeans painted on tight that
Everybody wants on a Saturday night.
mood ring, she never the same. Sun 1 minute
And she's pouring down rain.
do whatever she wants and she
Ooh, let me draw a drop.
do. I don't wanna stop.
I got
Whatever she's got. Yeah, I want whatever she's got. She got me here on the edge of a kiss. All I ever wanna do is this. She got the blue jeans painted on tight and everybody wants on a Saturday night. She got the mood ring, she never the same. I want.
That's funny.
She got the blue jeans painted
Painted on the side. Everybody wants on a Saturday night.
never the same. Sun 1 minute and
She's pouring down rain.
do whatever she wants and when she moves
Ooh, let me draw a drop.
to. I don't wanna stop. I want whatever she's got.
I saw that last comment. It sounds like somebody thinks that black cats are, what, evil? No, I'll take all the black cats, thank you. Also, Friday the 13th, Chef's Kiss, love those. Super lucky for me. Spooky bitch! I think it's hilarious. Hi, babies. I know. You leave him alone. That was evil eye. Leave him alone. He's my boy. Just a good boy. All the black kids. Just like that. I don't need all of them. Just you. Just a boy.
Dangles on a string, like slow spinning redemption, winding in and winding out. The shine of it has caught my eye and
section is lit, guys. Hold on. Born on Friday the 13th. Tulsa? Tulsa where? You know, that typically isn't. Okay, this is an older channel. Arizona. Oh, cute. Little baby. Ocean Adventure. Squeaks. Oh, that's a cute name too. Well, I had a cat named Cooper. I had 2 of them in high school. We adopted them. Their names were Tazzy, or I called him Tazzy, but his name was Taz. And then the other one's name was Cooper. Cooper was an orange coon cat tabby. No. Oh, baby. Jesus Wizard Spatula. Greetings. Love to the comment section. Heard. It's a karmic tantruming. Oh!
Yeah. I can never die, got a lit spirit. Billy on my mind, 99 digits. Cheated one easy, now we no limit. Bitch, I did the time, this is not a gimmick. Clocked in 10,000 hours, peaking Super Saiyan power. Making dough in my tower, kitchen got a lot of flour. Just got out my cold shower, pack a big bowl of sour. Smoke my own brand of flour, look down and wave to all the doubters.
Hello, bitch.
If you think you've got advice for me, keep it to yourself. These bitches all think they so tight with me. Shit. Please tell me what you did.
And I'm not talking about 500K likes on your pic, bitch.
Y'all stay stressed about exterior. Hot girl,
What a brain's inferior.
Little bitch, my heart superior. Flow sick, iller than bacteria. Serious. I kill it, that's on period. And I'm doing it prettier. Really though, y'all stay silly though. I can never die, got a lit spirit. Billy on my mind, 99 digits. Cheated one easy, now we no limit. Bitch, I did the time, this is not a gimmick. If Zach is on the track, you know I'ma kill it. See me in my swag, they gon' try to steal it. Make 100 bands when I write a lyric. Left it on my fans,
Shout out to my critics.
I just grew loose.
But my circle tight.
Let the gram fool you. You can always take your time. You could be a new you, baby, if you work your life.
Quit trying to play with voodoo under the moons tonight.
Girl, growing up in Taipei, now we selling out the world. 小姐请你排队 We about to feast. 现在只是开胃 I can never die. 灵魂要跟上的 I got a lit spirit. Billy on my mind, 99 digits.
Pretty loud in your ear, huh?
Cheated one easy, now we no limit. Bitch, I did the time, this is not a gimmick. If Zach is on the track,
You know I'ma kill it.
see me in my swag.
They gon' try to steal it.
Make 100 bands when I write a lyric.
Shout out to my fans. Love to all my fans. Shout out to my critics. Hear this. Ooh. That's a good one.
Dick's epic 4th of July.
Dick's. Commercial for you, Karmics. Hi, baby. What was that other one? You gotta come back with it. Thank you. Her. I don't know what this is. I didn't play this, but I am hearing this, and I've heard this 3 or 4 times today, clairaudiently. That Dick's commercial just popped up on the feed. And I couldn't remember what the song was that I was just hearing. They immediately brought it back again. Okay, let's go here.
I'm manifesting all things good.
Money running through me. The biz keep it booming. He's so pretty. He's so pretty boy. Shut up. Come up.
Repeat it. Money coming through me, money running through me. Tuned into the frequency, the bass keep it booming. Feeling superhuman, I ain't never losing. Money coming through me in abundance, keep it moving. Better to the metal, money something special. It gets me to freedom, I don't never have to settle. Money ain't the devil, money is the vessel. Taking me to pieces, put me on the next level. All I want is freedom, I don't need a reason. I kick back and I relax, I don't listen to my demons. Who you think you fooling? I just keep it moving. I don't slack when I get that motivation, I be tuning. Hold up, I just envision dollars. More than I can imagine, got me feeling like a baller. Shot caller, just taking what I holler. If you really want a bonus,
You're so cute.
repeat it. Money coming through me, money running through me. Tuned into the frequency, the bass keep it booming.
Hi, baby.
Feeling superhuman, I ain't never losing. Money coming through me in abundance, keep it moving. Better to the metal, money something special. It gets me to freedom, I don't ever have to settle. Money ain't the devil, money is the vessel. Taking me to pieces, put me on the next level.
Dick's in the cookies? Oh no. Wait, what? Lafitte. That is so cute. Dachshund. Is that what Buddy was? I think, no. Was he a dachshund or a dachshund? I think he was a dachshund. A wiener dog. He was! Okay. I've been picking up his energy too over the last couple weeks, and I keep ignoring it. But it keeps coming up. And it was really interesting. We met. Actually, that's the one that gave me the nickname Sexy Legs. Like, that was how he introduced himself to me. He's like, hey, Sexy Legs. It's like a running nickname I had for a while. I even have a hat that has it printed on it somewhere. In fact, he actually didn't have a cell phone. He used my cell phone. So at one point, you know how you can put like a signature on certain like text and what have you, or an email? The signature was his name and Sexy Legs. God. I think I was like 7. No, I was 18 at that point. 19. But anyway, he had a dachshund named Buddy, and I really loved him. He was a narcissist, not the dog. Actually, I don't know. Buddy didn't really like people. He was very particular. He liked this ex who was a narcissist. Then after that, I dealt with a sociopath because the universe is like, was like, hey, now that you've mastered the narcissist, it's time to level up, bitch. Okay. Sociopath slayer. There are levels to this shit. But he had a brown, like a reddish brown dachshund named, or the family did, named Buddy. And Buddy, he did not like people. He did not like other dogs. He did not like people. But he loved me. Buddy and I would take naps together, and I'd take him for walks, and never did he growl at me, and never was he, nope, we were always super tight. And you know what is funny? He thought it was weird. Because this dog used to like nip at and growl at. Like his ex-girlfriend was afraid of the dog because the dog did not like her. This dog loved me. To the point where even after we broke up, like even when he wasn't there, I would go to the house because he had been living with his dad, knowing he wasn't there, but knowing that the dog was. That's why I'd take him for walks around the block. Still, not now, but I don't even know if he's still alive now, this dog. Probably not. And if he is, he's very, very old. But I loved him. And I'm talking about the dog, not the dude. Speaking of, guess what's playing? I didn't play this. It just hit the autoplay. This is Conversations with My Wife. This is a live version. I haven't seen this one. Heard this one. Oh, he's wearing socks. It's like a living room. This is cute. I like this.
I dreamt I slept on the sidewalk and you still lay with me. I dreamt I fell in the lion's den and you still came for me.
I like this version better than the original. I like the original. I know the original. It's the only one I know. But I love how soft this is. It's because it's acoustic, I think. I like it.
I lost all of my faith and you still prayed for me. Who the fuck cares about you?
Let's
go. Will you love me when my phone turns off? I don't want to be some digital Jesus. No more followers, we'll both get lost. Me and you inside real life. Will you love me when my phone turns off? I don't want to be some digital Jesus. No more followers, we'll both get lost. Me and you inside real life. Me and you inside real life. Me and you inside real life. Straight. Perfect. Live music. I dreamt I slept on the sidewalk and you still lay with me. Who the fuck?
I just saw your comments and the whole bit with Nora. I do know who that is. She showed up in my comment feed a few days ago while you were at work, and I ignored her, but I picked up, and I just did again now, that is connected to the crazy copycat sunflower nonsense. Which is why the comments and the harassment and the, I'm going to try to poke the bear. Hey, you don't belong here. This is an 18 plus feed and you're either acting immature or you're not old enough to be here. I don't give a fuck. Well, yeah, precisely. Bye. But that's why. Love you.
I dreamt I fell in the last and you still came for me.
I heard that. So they're still trying. Apparently.
I dreamt
And I ignored her the other day, so I'm sure she was extra mad about it today.
all of my faith and you still pray for me. Who the
I
fuck
heard that's funny. I agree.
so about this? Y'all ready? Will you love me when my phone turns off? I don't want to be some digital Jesus. No more followers, we'll both get lost.
I heard that lame. Yeah, I agree. They are. And that's coming from the disabled lady. You're lame, Karmics.
When you saw it real life, will you love me when my phone turns off? I don't want to be some digital Jesus. No more followers, we'll both get lost.
Now, to be clear, I'm healing. I don't intend to stay in that position. But they did put me in that position. And I'm still superior to you. And the disabled lady's telling you you're lame, healing or otherwise. And I'm qualified to say it. To be very clear, I'm making a specific kind of joke about. I've seen people, actually Lizzo even changed the lyrics in her song. She called people who were just being stupid and boring and lazy and whatever basically lame. And people said, oh, you can't say that, Lizzo, you can't say that. That's offensive to disabled people. And she changed the lyrics of her song. So it didn't say that. Now, is the reference of someone being lame, like if somebody has a lame leg, means like a bum leg, a bunk leg, their leg doesn't work, or they're injured, or there's something that is not working about it. Yes, that term can also mean that. However, it is also a reference for somebody being stupid and just sucking. Singular word can have dual meanings. I wouldn't have changed it. And that's coming from somebody, according to that logic, who should be offended by that. And you know, if something's problematic, I'll be the first person to speak up about it. If nobody else does, especially. But that was dumb. I wouldn't have changed that. And now she has a song out that says, I've been fat and I've been skinny. People still aren't fucking with me. And damn girl, she's right. So I guess changing the song lyric didn't make them like you anymore, or less. It was just another thing to pick at. So fuck them. I would have left it alone. It's the same thing with gypsy. Recently people are like, you can't say gypsy. The fuck you can't. Can the term gypsy be a reference towards specifically the Romani culture? Yes. But also the reference, definitively, it's in the dictionary. The reference of gypsy being nomadic and free-spirited. I played the gypsy song earlier by No Roots, Alice Martin. Now, do they and can they cross over? Yes, absolutely. But do you know why Romani gypsies were nomadic? I got no roots, my home was never on the ground. He's talking about caravans. I build my home and wait for someone to tear it down. It's because they would build their homes and then assholes like the people in my comment sections, right? You see like a modern day scale of this here. The way that they felt entitled to come in and harass the comment sections, or they try to get, instead of just minding their business and changing the channel, changing the TV station, so to speak, the internet TV station, they try to get it like shut off. Instead of just turning their phones off or changing the channel, they'd rather get the television station shut down. As if they don't have more important things to be doing with their lives. Bigger priorities. Like getting their empty-headed skulls full of actual information that could be beneficial to them in lives. Or getting themselves in check. Maybe some psych help. For starters. But on a traditional scale, the gypsies, the Romani, were nomadic because people came, felt entitled to what they had, or wanted to bully them out of their own spaces instead of just minding their business. And they would straight up go and like burn down the gypsy villages and homes. And they'd have to move and flee and then try to set up somewhere else, hoping someone else didn't do it again. But it did happen over and over again until they figured out that keeping their homes, downsizing, and then keeping their homes on wheels was the best option for them, because if someone came for them, they could just pick up and move to a different town instead of having their homes burned, having to try to escape from that and then rebuild again with nothing. At least if their homes were on wheels, they could just close up the back really quickly and pack up, close up shop and move on. Save them time and money and energy, comparatively speaking. Just moving to a different town with your caravan versus having to build a whole new house after it was burned down and find a new location, and losing everything in your home and having to try to start from scratch on that too. They might have had to downsize, but they still had everything in their caravans that they needed pretty much. And they were on wheels. They learned to elevate and overcome those challenges and still chose to live free-spirited. Etymology is cool. Language is important. So is history. So is history. No. That's a cover. Because she sits there and she talks trash about me. In Discord and other places. You get some rest. But, using that as a disclaimer while provoking because she knows she's lying. She knows she's stealing. She knows she's et cetera, et cetera. And she made a full like 2-page post saying that it was projection, saying that she wasn't doing anything wrong and she was being targeted for no reason. And none of those things were true, by the way. And that she's claiming that she's not stealing, which she is. And she's claiming that she's the one being stolen from, even though she's claiming that I'm stealing my own content from her, that she doesn't have to steal until after I post it because I make it and then she copies it afterwards, as if nobody can follow the timestamps and the timeline. But you see, the children she's been sending to harass me, they don't care about timestamps or timelines, or they can't do math enough to figure it out. So that's why they're gullible enough to fall for it, or immature enough because they don't actually have the brain capacity and the maturation levels in their heads physiologically yet to know better or really care. So she's being a predator still and using kids. Don't go and bother the person that I'm lying about to you and telling you is bullying me and harassing me. Of course, if you're lying and telling a bunch of immature kids that I'm bullying you and harassing you, they're going to go and cause problems. Flying monkeys. So it doesn't matter what she says, because everything, don't go and harass the person I'm trying to lie to you and upset you enough to go and harass for me. That's just a cover. Because if she really meant that, then she would stop lying and stop trying to cover and stop stealing. So I don't for a second believe that. Because she's full of shit. And the things she says contradict, meaning that she's lying. When you say two things that are opposite of each other, they both can't be true. Not in this case, not where this is applicable. But that's what has happened. So, like, let's say somebody says, oh, the sky is blue, and then they tell you, oh, the sky is red, even though the color hasn't changed. Like, one of those, let's assume the sky is blue. The other has to be false then. The other, it can't be red. But she keeps saying on one hand that it's blue and then on the other hand that it's red, and so it's creating confusion and it's creating contradiction, and then the gullible sheep or the toxic people fall for it and they run with it. And so the fake disclaimer, I'm going to instigate you to bully people for me, but don't bully them. But I'm going to sit here and lie about them still and cause problems. It's just a fake disclaimer, because everything else is the opposite of that. It's causing problems. It's instigating other people to cause problems, or it's allowing them to do so. If she really wanted people to stop harassing, then she wouldn't be stealing from me and then lying to play the victim when she got called out, which is what these kids are defending her for. But they don't need to defend her because she's the one being a criminal and a thief. And really, they don't like her. She's copying me and my content. So if they like everything that she's posting, since she's copying me, really, they like me. She's just wearing a bad cosplay of me. Knock off.
Chill strings, chill strings. Strings and horns, here we go. Horns, stay back. You guys go back to the ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Same thing, slow build.
I love this.
Not yet.
Flying monkey is not an insult. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's actually a reference of, it's a psychology reference indicating triangulation. Really, that's what it is in relation to narcissism. So triangulation is when you have, let's say, a victim, and then, so you have Dorothy, and then the Wicked Witch. Well, the Wicked Witch, she then goes to recruit all of the flying monkeys. Okay, so Dorothy, Wicked Witch goes to recruit the flying monkeys to attack Dorothy for her. So triangulation. Dorothy, Wicked Witch, flying monkeys. I didn't make it up. It's not the professional clinical term. More so in psychology, you'll hear the term triangulation. But for your average civilian to understand what triangulation is, yeah, the flying monkey reference from the Wizard of Oz movie is a pretty good reference. It is a good song. It is funny. It's also funny. I'm melting. They are. They do. They can't handle it. But yeah, I didn't make it up. Can't take credit for that one either. And also, it's deeper than an insult. It's a description. They're so offended by it. But if you're so insulted by the truth, maybe you should change. It's just an observation. It is funny. All right. So another thing, I've been hearing and seeing this for days. I really like AJR, it's the band. But they have little clips about how they made the songs. And which one is it? Is it Way Less Sad? Might be Burn the House Down. See if I can find it. So they make their own sounds and their own music. And one day they were doing some recording and there was a baby crying, I think, in the background. Like a neighbor's baby was crying. And they took this baby crying and they pitched it differently. And you would never know that that's what sound you're hearing in the song because they've pitched it up or down so much that it doesn't sound like a baby crying. It sounds just like a regular beat. But if you break it down and then pitch it to its original tone, you can hear that it actually was a recording of a baby crying. It's like their neighbor's baby. These are 3 brothers, actual biological brothers, so they were just at home recording. That song, the last one, Stu, also was John Bellion, Conversations with My Wife. Let's see. Try this one.
Experiment a lot. Produce with a lot of layers, experiment. Try and find weird sounds you don't normally hear in music. So if it's all right with you guys, I'm going to show you how we produced one of our songs, all right? Okay. For this song, we started with a kick drum, like this. Can you find like a dirtier kick drum? Let me hear that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now filter out some of the high end from that kick.
Hi-hat, yeah. Yeah, that was better.
Okay, cool. Can you look for like a clap? No, actually a snare. Can you find a good snare drum? Let me hear that. Okay, that's good. Take that snare and combine it with the clap that we just heard. I like it. Okay, once we had a good kick and a good snare, we laid it down on the beat, like this. Then we added a little hi-hat. I like it. Okay, once we had the skeleton of the beat, we wanted to find a bass line. And we wanted something that was really angry and badass. Something like this. Then we added some piano. And a little little organ. I feel like this is too fast. I feel like if we slow it down, it's gonna sound more like an AJR song. Can you do that? Let me hear. Huh? Too slow, too slow. Okay, speed it up a little bit. Let's find a nice medium tempo. Yeah, cool. Alright, that's better. Can you find a dirtier hi-hat? That one's a little bit clean sounding. Let me hear that. Oh, yeah. Okay, next we added percussion that sounded like this. Great. Group is really going. Let's add the music back in.
Hi, baby.
All right, we were almost done. There was one more step. We wanted to find a unique instrument to really make the song stand out. And we tried a couple instruments. It sounded like this. But that wasn't quite right. So we tried cello. No, cello was too soft. We needed something really harsher.
Used to be a fool, all about the bounce in my step. Watching on the news, what you gonna do? I could hit a fish and forget. Used to keep it cool. Yeah.
Oh.
I keep it light, step out of the park. Listen to me.
I know how you got here. If you're scrolling and I popped up on your feed. Yesterday I talked about a domestic abuser who used to throw me across the floor behind me, and he pinned me he pinned me on my stomach and my face, yanked my arms and my legs out behind my back, and, well, was abusive. Then also somebody, who was it? I had to look up Ripley or something. Ripper or Ripley or something. There's like a female wrestler. Somebody came in the comment section and dropped her name as well. So if you're scrolling WrestleMania and wondering how and why you got here, that probably is it. The algorithm kicked it here because of those comments, I would say. Just so you know. I have answers for your questions. Why so mad, Karmic? I heard that. Come here, baby. Yeah, well. Let's go back.
Well, I may sing on TV. Should I keep it live? Is that right?
It's not this one. There's one with a baby. Hold on. Baby cry, baby. Is it weak? Might be weak. AJR. Which one was that? Burn this whole house down. It's a good one.
A history of
Gatorade.
All right, so this is probably my favorite part of the show. If any of you guys know this, we write and produce and record our music in our living room. And when we produce, we like to experiment a lot. Produce with a lot of layers, experiment, try and find weird sounds you don't normally hear in music. So if it's all right with you guys, I'm gonna show you how we produced one of our songs, all right? Okay, so me and Jack were working one day, and our neighbors were being particularly loud that day. You know, we heard a lot of this. But we said, you know what, let's ignore them and power through. So we started with a kick drum, like this.
I'm so sorry.
That's good. Can we find a snare drum as well? Let me hear that. Okay, that's a good start. Once we have the kick and the snare, we laid it down on the beat, like this. Then we added a little hi-hat that sounded like this. Wait, can you play that hi-hat alone? What about if you played it backwards? Yes, that. Use that instead. More interesting, right? Okay, next we wanted a bass line. And we wanted something that was really epic and inspirational. Something like this. Then we added a little piano. But we thought... Oh, sorry, those neighbors. We thought if we slowed down the tempo, it would sound more like an AJR song. Can you slow down the tempo a little bit there? Let me hear that. Keep going. Yeah, that snare sounds a little bit rocky. What if we tried more of a hip-hop snare? Yeah. But it was still sounding kind of mellow, right? We wanted this to be really epic and inspirational. So we watched a whole bunch of movies. And we thought, what do all these epic soundtracks have in common? Horns. So we tried some horn lines. But that one was a little too funky sounding. Can we do something more badass? Still too evil. We wanted this to be really epic and inspirational. Yeah. Chris, can you copy what she's doing on your drums? I like it, I like it. Bring the music back in. All right, we were almost done. There was one more step. We needed to find a really catchy chorus melody. The kind of melody that when you heard it, it really made you turn your head and... Sorry, we needed a really catchy chorus melody. Oh my God! Oh my God. Jack, play that back again.
It's the baby crying. That's what this song sound is. You'd never know.
Now play it back. Yeah, Arnetta, bring back in those trumpets. Chris, the drums.
No, thank you. What I should have said. I should be in bed, but with trouble on my tongue, trouble's yet to come. Bad for me, bad for me, bad for me, but I give it so easily. And no thank you, it's how it should have gone. I should stay strong. But I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Boy, I love it when I fall. But then I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Boy, I love it when I fall. But then I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Boy, I love it when I fall. But then no, thank you. They call me after dark. I don't want no part. My habits, they hold me like a grip. I promise I won't bite. Sing it out, hey. Not for me, not for me, not for me. But I give it so easily. And no, thank you. How it should have gone. I should stay strong. But I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Boy, I love it when I fall. But then I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Boy, I love it when I fall. But then I'm weak.
So good. I love AJR's music. But I kept getting flashes of that on and off for days. And so I wanted to share because it's so cool. You just never know. That track line, the whole main chorus line was a baby crying pitched up. You'd never know. Not unless they told you, because they did. There's a commercial. Hold on, let me skip it.
Used to keep it cool, used to be a fool. All about the bouncing my step. Watch it on the news, what you gonna do? I could hit refresh and forget. Used to keep it cool. Should I keep it like no one's gonna listen to
Oh, there you
me?
are. I know I heard you.
If I write a song, preaching what is wrong, will they let me sing on TV? Should I keep it light?
Oh, I also love the way that they use their platform to speak on important topics. They don't just use it to chase clout or fame. If you have a platform and you know that there is advocacy that needs to be done, use it for the right things. I love that.
Is that right? Way up we go. Way up and down that road. Way up, oh no. We're gonna burn this whole house down. Watch me standing in line. You're only serving lies. You got something to hide. We're gonna burn this whole house down. We're gonna burn the whole house down. Yeah, you used to let it go.
Thank you.
Into the show, gawking at the tricks up your sleeve. Too good to be true. Full, I'm in a room full of entertainers and thieves. Used to let it go. Oh, no. Way up we go. Way up and down that road. Way up, oh no. We're gonna burn the whole house down. Watch me standing in line. You're only serving lies. You got something to hide. We're gonna burn the whole house down.
I agree. There are plenty of people that are just regurgitating the same old crap or having other people write their nonsense for them. Or speaking about things that don't matter. My brain is flashing to all the rap artists who are got ice on their teeth and in their neck and on their, you know what I mean. But that's all. No substance. They sing about sex, they sing about money, they sing about drugs, and that's about it. That's about as deep as they go, because it's not very deep at all. It's not deep. That's shallow. That's shit. Great way to put it, though. Artist versus a performer. Also somebody who makes everything themselves. I think that's pretty cool. Hi, babies. What are you doing?
Should I hang my head low? Should I bite my tongue? Or should I march with every stranger from Twitter?
Or should I march with every stranger from Twitter to get shit done? Meaning, like, if I've got to protest about it, then so be it.
To get shit done. Used to hang my head low, now I hear it loud. Every stranger from Twitter is
Used to hang my head low, now I hear it loud. Every stranger from Twitter is going to burn this down, meaning it was a choice to use this platform. Now I'm getting sneezes from the cat hair. It was a choice to use this platform for good, for social justice, awareness, advocacy, etc. Even if some people in the industry didn't like it. Because, yes, the fans, but just people in general, the underdogs of the world, the fellow allies, defense warriors of the world, they would also hear and join forces. Here and there are more of us than there are of them. That's absolutely. Do you know why the military, do you know why the government has been trying to weaponize the military and bulk up their forces? There are more civilians than there are government agents. If the civilians on Earth wanted to riot up against corrupt government, there would be more of us than there are of them. And so that is why they seek so hard, even though there are more numbers of us, to instill fear into people. It is a mechanism of control and compliance, for starters. Now, disclaimer, are there good officials in the world? Are there good cops and people? And yes, but the same thing goes for any place. You go into a church, there will be good people in there, and then there will probably not be some great ones either. If you go into a hospital, there are people who genuinely are seeking to do their jobs to help people because that's why they got into the industry. And then there are people in the same field who do not care about patients, who are there more for money or their ego than anything else. And that's why malpractice lawsuits exist. So just food for thought on that. It's about discernment. There are celebrities in the industry who actually fight against and advocate against oppression and abuse and different varieties of things. And they mean it. They do truly oppose those things. And then there are people in the same industry that are the ones taking advantage of people or setting people up to be taken advantage of. Discernment.
Way up we go, been up and down that road. Way up, oh no, we gon' burn the whole house down. Watch me standing in line, you're only serving lies. You got something to hide, we gon' burn the whole house down. We gon' burn the whole house down.
I feel this one.
always kinda sunny out, and I don't wanna hurt no more. So I set my bar real low.
I don't.
I'm okay, I'm okay. You say it, but you just don't mean it. You're so insane, you're so insane. Shut up and just enjoy this feeling. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way sad. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way sad. Sucks, but it's sucking just a little now, and I don't wanna cry no more. So I set my bar real low. I'm okay, I'm okay. You say it, but you just don't mean it. You're so insane, you're so insane. Shut up and just enjoy this feeling. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm waiting. Don't you love it, no?
All right, made. I'm picking up some Reiki. There's abundance Reiki that's coming through. There's also, they're calling it healing Reiki. This is just an overall balancer. Let's do the haves and the have-nots, exactly. Here. I keep hearing this on and off. Probably 3 or 4 times today. I picked this up clairaudiently. And I kept brushing it off, but it's not going to stop until I play it.
In your eyes, there's a heavy blue. Want to love and want to lose. Sweet divine, a heavy truth. Whatever you want, don't make me choose. I wanna feel the way that way to pass in the night. Drunk on the feeling alone with the stars in the sky. I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys on the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I'm up for love and every stranger's took too much easy, you're all for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. Your fingertips trace my skin to places I've never been. Lonely eyes and far away, break down these walls and come on in. I wanna feel the way that way to pass in the night. Drunk on the feeling alone with the stars in the sky.
Well, you're in good hands. I'm the storm angel. The eye of her. I hope you're all right. I love storms. They don't usually wake me. I've only been woken up by a storm once. It was a few months ago. It was very loud. So I know what you're talking about, and I hope you're all right. Speaking of, The line in the song that I just paused on is drunk on a feeling alone with the stars in the sky. I'm sending love, sweet dreams.
Don't need space, I don't want distance. Wanna be near, keep it consistent. Give my word on my commitments. My ears if you need to listen.
I didn't play that. That just started playing on its own. I still have Selena Gomez pulled up. What? This is Mackenzie McKay looking like that.
Don't need space, I don't want distance. Wanna be near, keep it consistent.
Okay. I don't want space, I don't want distance. Want to be near, keep it consistent.
My word on my commitments. My ears.
On my word and my commitments.
You need to listen. I can be there till the finish. But all my thoughts I have in this ain't the limit on the minutes.
Yeah, he says I could be there to the finish, meaning I had just heard ride or die.
And with you. Deep conversations with the lights turned off. Keep me in this duvet while we try to keep calm.
Deep conversations with the lights turned off. Keep me in this duvet.
Yeah, we could drive each other mad in the best way. You're the reason all my pages aren't blank. I love the way you never felt to let your hands roam. The way you look at me, you put me in a trance. Looking like that, looking like that.
You're the reason that my pages aren't blank. He's writing songs because of his love for her. He says,
looking like that. Looking like trance. Looking like the way you look at me, you put me in a trance. Looking like that. You never felt to let your hands roam.
I love the way you never fail to let your hands roam. So there's something about touch, physical touch being a love language. And then he says, the way you're looking at me puts me in a trance.
You look at me, you put me in a trance. Looking like that, looking like that. Don't know what to do to me. I don't know what to do to me. Nobody else could ever fill up all my pages. Nobody else could get me so elevated. Don't know what to do to me. I don't know what to do to me. Nobody else could ever fill up all my pages. Nobody else could get me so elevated. Nobody else could ever match up with your ways. Keep each other up and we'll be watching no okay fit. Just us two, you were the opposite, clueless. Made it through the fire with just a couple cuts and bruises. Tuning to the sweetest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, wait. Do you know what my hoodie says? It says, I am the storm. I can't make that up.
She's already mine, I'm right now. I give my life for you. You're the reason my pages aren't blank. I love the way you never felt to let your hands roam. The way you're looking at me, put me in a trance. Looking like that, looking like that. Don't know what to do to me. I don't know what to do to me. Nobody else could ever fill up all my pages. Nobody else could get me so elevated. Don't know what to do to me. I don't know what to do to me. Nobody else could ever fill up all my pages. Nobody else could get me so elevated. Nobody else has ever been what you mean to me. Nobody else.
Which song? I like a lot of music, a lot of different music, as long as it's good. Ew. That's gross. I think you're creepy. I don't want your dirty money. You can't buy my affections. To be very clear, somebody just offered me $500 to scream. No. No, I don't shake my morals for money. I was offered a lot more money actually to smoke a cigarette. Take the Chance, the song. I don't see a song unless it's called Take the Chance. Yeah, agreed. No, I was offered extra money for a modeling shoot years ago. They wanted to pay me more to smoke a cigarette. We talked about it last night. I wouldn't do it. No. No, the link didn't show up. Sometimes YouTube censors it. What song is it? I'll look it up though. No, don't worry. No need to apologize for that. It's a YouTube setting. I just want to make sure I was communicating properly and not missing a comment, but I was. There was something missing from my side. Unless, yeah, I don't think it showed up here either. I hope I'm not disturbing you, Stu. I never came Queen of the Stone Age. Okay.
Building your own.
Shush. I hear all kinds of other songs in this one. I know this is just one main song, but the little riffs I'm picking up just broken apart in this song. I'll explain in a minute. I just heard like 3 or 4 different songs inside this one. I couldn't place 2 of them. I figured out 2. That's my favorite part so far. shiver up my spine. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Okay, I heard 2 other songs. There were 2 more, but I couldn't quite place those right now. Oh, I'm getting sleepy too, actually.
If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't.
I invite you to a world where there is no such thing as time, and every creature lends themselves to change your state of mind. And the girl that chased the rabbit drank the wine and took the pill has locked herself in limbo to see how it truly feels to stand outside your virtue. No one can ever hurt you, or so they say. Her name is Helen. She comes into the window to shapes and shadows. And even though she's dreaming, she knows. Sometimes the curiosity can kill the soul and leave the pain. Every ounce of innocence is left inside the brain. And through the looking glass we see she's thankfully returned.
So there was that one, but then I also heard this one. Which one was it? It was a Foo Fighters song. I think it's the Pretenders, maybe. I think it's this one.
Keep you in the dark, you know they don't pretend. Keep you in the dark, and so it all began. Sending you skeletons, seen as that comes from marching in again. The need you bury deep, the secrets that you keep forever. Ready? Are you ready? Finish with consent, done bleeding remembrance out. Do this.
Interesting. Yeah, thank you. I do. Food Fighters, you're so cute and obviously sleepy. Interesting. I wasn't familiar with that. I do know the band. I've heard it, the name of it, but like the names. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I do have a lot of respect for the song structure. You said something earlier, right? It was artistry, like being a performer versus being an artist. Yeah. Brilliant, by the way. Fact. I might have to go back later. Stu, I just saw your egg comment. Oh no. You got me with that one. Oh no. Are they? That's interesting. No, earlier somebody asked, did Diddy do it? And I said, yeah, Diddy did it. And Stu said, where'd the comment go? I think it was just before you got in here. Did Diddy do it? He said 100%. He's going away where people will find out how many eggs fit in him. Which in any other context, I would say is just terrible. But given the fact that he did what he did and we know what we know, that shit was funny. But I missed that comment earlier. I guess. So I'm glad I scrolled back. That's hilarious. Stu's a funny guy. 60% of the time it gets me all the time. So cute. You know what that reminds me of?
It's like I have ESPN or something. My breasts can always tell when it's gonna rain. Really? That's amazing. Well, they can tell when it's raining. Hi, this is Karen Smith. It's 68 degrees, and there's a 30% chance that it's already raining.
There's a 30% chance that it's already raining. My boobs can tell when it's raining already. Hi, this is Karen Smith, and there's a 30% chance that it's already raining. Girl, bye. This is going to be the jailhouse chicken. Yeah, well, they're gonna choke a couple chicken necks in there, aren't they? He's gonna be laying eggs for weeks. Oh, Humpty Dumpty over there. Had a big fall. Stuck behind a wall.
I've been running through the jungle, I've been running with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys on the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love in every stranger, talk too much, easy anger, all for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you. I've been down the darkest alleys on the dark side of the moon to get to you, to get to you. I look for love in every stranger, talk too much, easy anger, all for you, yeah, all for you. I've been running through the jungle, I've been crying with the wolves to get to you, to get to you, to get to you.
Hey, just a heads up. A reading just popped up and it said, this fool is still telling everybody that, or is telling everyone that he's still in contact with you. I say this only because I've been picking something up similar on and off the last week. Like somebody telling other people that they're dating someone when they're not, just because they don't want anyone else to go near that person. It's kind of like the sex magic question you asked earlier. Like why and how and what, you know, the motive was. It's like that, but it's beyond energetically. At that point, they're going about verbalizing, not just trying to project the energy to isolate people or, you know, basically keep people away from the feminine he's fixated on, or keep them from going towards their divine counterpart. In this case, it's, oh, I'm dating her, don't even bother talking to her, kind of a thing, when they're not. But I'll tell you, in my case, I don't speak to anybody from the past. I don't have past friends. I don't have contact with anybody that I've ever dated. I cut all ties to the past. I don't want them back. So, as a disclaimer, if anybody's telling you that they're still talking to me, or we're still friends, or we're still dating, they're full of shit. And you should always check with the source first. Thank you. You're welcome. Don't be confused. I'm not. Don't let people gaslight you. Love you. Be smarter than they are.
Nobody else, nobody else, nobody else.
this artist. This is Mackenzie McKay. I found him a few months ago. What? Oh. Yeah, that one. Gotcha. Mm. That's funny. Brittany, Cosmic Intuitive Wifey. A reading just popped up. It says, you got people questioning their entire existence. Oh, I bet. You're the black sheep rising to goat status, meaning greatest of all time. That's funny. I didn't play this song. I started hitting the autoplay, speaking of, as you woke up. This is called The Middle of the Night by Ellie Dewey. I don't know how to pronounce that. It looks Irish. Dewey?
I summoned you, please come to me. Don't bury thoughts that you really want. I fill you up, drink from my cup. Within me lies what you really want. Come, lay me down, 'cause you know this, 'cause you know this. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, just call my name, I'm yours to take. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, I'm wide awake, I crave your taste all night long. Till morning comes, I'll give you mine, you gon' get yours, I know. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the night,
Wow. Spicy.
The negotiation.
Okay. Okay, there was another one. I think one more. Carry Your Throne. This is by John Bellion. Also.
Two crowns and a gold cup, and they're coming for the throne, love. If your heart is a dogfight, then I'm ready to go to war like. Rough sex in the courtyard, your legs are the North Star. Church bells, let me ring them. She looked back, said, baby, this your kingdom. Lost in this darkness, I'll carry your throne. No, you won't let it swallow you. They try to break inside the walls with.
They try to break inside the walls with, right, whether it be with slander or sex magic or whatever combination of nonsense, calling dark entities. But I'm pulling up the drawbridge, Divine Masculine says.
These lies, but I'm pulling up the drawbridge. We rose this love from the dirt now. Set fire to the sky, watch it burn down.
time you open the cathedral. Lost in this darkness, I'll carry your throne. No, I won't let it swallow you.
All right, I'm going to call that one right, excuse me, there. I think I need to go stretch a little bit, but I do have a story pulled up. Very angry. This is a video that popped up. We'll see if it plays out. Caught my attention earlier. You know I like my spooky stories. Unwind. Oh, sweet dreams. I hope that you get some good rest. Be headed to sleep soon, actually. In the meantime.
My name is Abby, and I like to talk about spooky things.
No. Try a different one. Hold on. Whoops. I heard that. I heard, why are you so angry, Karmic? She's just living her life. You should let her be. And you know what? I agree. Just leave me be. You know? Oh. Sleepy. I don't know if you're awake still, Stu, but we talked last night about the gold digger, like you said something about people just trying to use people for a paycheck or a meal ticket, basically. Gold digger. And I mentioned that I showed you one of the videos, but I couldn't remember what the other one was. Well, I found it. And this was a woman who she tried to put this guy on blast for taking her to the cheesecake factory for a date. Like, she thought it was just so unacceptable because she felt like she was too beautiful for that or something like that. But if I recall, I actually heard another piece of the story where he actually had a reservation for a nicer restaurant first, but she was like an hour late getting ready or something, and so they missed their reservation and had to go somewhere else. And she was like losing her mind. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just going to take you home. And at that point, she started to change her tune, like, well, well, we can go A, B, and C. You know, you just want to end the date now. So basically, she was expecting to just tantrum and get her way.
This is the story.
Oh, and I think it's a first date, mind you.
Someone told me to look at this. Come on.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
What's wrong with Cheesecake Factory?
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you? Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up, going in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
For her to be like, to take a person like this to Cheesecake Factory is crazy. It's the first day. And not only that, cheesecake is fire. Anyone that say they don't want to go Cheesecake Factory is tripping. Their menu is huge. The food, look, it's fire. You're tripping. You can take me. Look, fuck that. You can take me to Cheesecake Factory. You can take me.
Okay. So,
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
so you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I
At the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too.
Like, not a bitch and a gold
I
digger.
expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know,
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
well, I mean, like, even
This?
like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't know.
and I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. Just we're not
Again,
maybe
I don't
we're not
know
there.
yet.
Just we're not
Again,
maybe
I don't
we're not
know
there.
yet.
Okay,
Okay, so why
And
are you
then-
expecting all this shit right now?
but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman. I got myself all made
Nothing
up.
wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well look at
I mean,
look at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
see, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call
See-
him. Call him.
No,
What do you mean no?
see, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs
I
for an hour.
understand.
You had him waiting downstairs for an hour?
Yeah.
What if your reservations was 20 minutes from then? If it took a whole hour, y'all just missed the entire thing.
Yeah.
You were saying you did your part, but you didn't even show up on time.
Right.
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late. And like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment. And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing.
Right.
Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. But if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
I'm waiting for a reservation.
we can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, equivalent to that? I mean,
As you can see, she has more interest in the place that they're eating and how fancy it is than interest of actually, getting to know him. And now he's coming to the realization, damn, this girl's not even feeling me that much, and I'm about to go spend $300 at this restaurant. And fellas, y'all gotta remember, there are some women out here that will go on a dinner with you.
I don't understand. I just don't. Why does that have to constitute a date? Yeah, that is and can be. But you know what just popped through my head? Somebody, I don't know if it was what is this? Sandwiches or something? They may have gotten something at I don't know, a food truck or a little pop-up or something. But it's they're sitting on a park bench or at the beach or something like that. It's summer and it's warm. It's nice. It's very, it's open space. There are people around. It's not private, but there's not really anybody around. It's just chill. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I guess, but why does that have to constitute as a date? Why couldn't you just sit by the sunset with snacks and talk and get to know each other? Just fucking relax, dude.
Us for the food. You're the food guy. Which is why on the first date, keep that a minimum $100. Steak and lobster is for someone that you're starting to get steady with, man. Unless you're just bagged the fuck up and you're just a millionaire, then cool. Go ahead and splurge as much as you want. But the rest of us, okay, where we got more regular money, no.
Now we got to go help people customize and save.
It's not even about the money at that point. It's also about the respect. Just the human decency and lack thereof, really, truly. Oh. Now, to be clear, do I value people who put in time and effort and what have you? Did Mr. Meeker and I go out and have dates and what have you? Yes. But we were also very comfortable spending just quality time together at home. Date night at home. In fact, we did that a lot. And we would also have picnics and stuff like that at the beach. Usually we put a blanket on the grass near the ocean. So I just don't really understand this stickler for gold digging crap.
It's Liberty Mutual.
She took the liberty now. It wasn't very mutual.
Aren't you call that like, equivalent to that? I mean, I literally don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in.
She says, I don't. What is it? What'd she say? I don't understand.
Regular money? No.
Isn't there another restaurant you can call that like, equivalent to that? I mean, I literally don't understand.
You really don't
I cannot
understand.
go in the Cheesecake Factory.
She looks mortified. I don't understand her. I don't know, man. I need to check your comments. Wait, what? Hold on. God. What the fuck? Yeah. No, I agree and I appreciate that. It's about the quality time. I'm sorry, baby. I know. Mommy was trying to not scoot you off of that spot, but come here. I'll make you space for you. Come on. Come back. Sorry. I would have just told her to get out. I don't want to keep you up, but I've been thinking about this all day. It was funny when I found it. Why is it doing this?
I mean, I literally don't understand. Look at me.
I was like, I'm so embarrassed for her, dude. You do not understand. She looks so mortified. Like, girl, get a grip. Look, she looks terrified.
$100. Steak and lobster is for someone that you're starting to get like steady with, man. Unless you're just bagged the fuck up and you're just a millionaire, then cool. Go ahead and splurge as much as you want. But like the rest of us, okay, where we got more regular money? No.
Isn't there another restaurant you can call that like, equivalent to that? I mean, I literally don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the
She
Cheesecake
gives
Factory.
me anxiety.
There's nothing.
I will die. But that's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for dinner. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
I don't know, he didn't.
Yeah.
So, you just want to call it a night? I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
Entitled.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I love the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well,
Ladies, can you believe this? So she's trying to like embarrass him or like emasculate him and hope that what? If a bunch of females, toxic, ratchet females agree with her, I don't know if she's on a live stream or something, then maybe it'll like shame him into agreeing with her. And then she just continue. I can't even believe that this is real.
on the parking space. If I don't feel respected,
He just pulled out of the parking space. She's floored that he's leaving.